sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Rip here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. You're really interesting, fun, and just having a blast game about with the Kitakaze. And if you don't know, it's tier 9 IJN destroyer, Haraguma line. And man, this thing, back in the day, they said this thing was busted and broken. And what do you guys think? Is it still broken or busted, OP, whatever? But I've been having really great games with it. And it's still just the old school, just hold left mouse button and blast people away and melt them. So as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see what we're doing in here, see value in it, and you like what we're doing, help us build the channel and build a better community and have fun. Clan battles is going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll do videos about that later on down the road. But man, I've been having fun with the tier 9s and just in randoms in general, just having really, really great games. And we're taking a look at the Kitakaze again, tier 9 Haraguma line. And we'll see how it is. Build will be at the end of the video as always. But man, these two games that I just showed you here, I was just literally just playing it just to grind up and get research bureau points. And man, I've been having some fun with this thing. And the really great thing about the Kitakaze Haraguma line is really just the capability of the guns. Great reloads. I mean, 4 sets of guns plus, right? I love having that. Good velocity, 1,000 meters per second. I wish all destroyers had that kind of velocity, right? 30 mil pin and great fire chance as well. Even though it's 5%, you have so many shells going down range. It's fun. All right, here we go. Tactics and techniques and procedure here. Going right off the bat with RPF. First of all, I'll pause the video here. If you don't have RPF, most likely in either rank, clan battles, or whatever, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because why? The main role of a destroyer is really intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. You're going out there to look for things, spot for things, and if you can't see things, you can't shoot or kill them, right? So that is your big basic role as a destroyer player. The next thing is that what you're seeing right in front of me here is killing destroyers. If you're very good at that, you will increase immensely your win rate, because once you eliminate the destroyers on the other team, you're really just going to increase the probability of your chance of winning, because you just plucked out the eyes and ears for your the enemy team. The other one right here is RPF. What am I doing against this Jaeger? So you got to know your opposition. So right off the bat, I always encourage people, if you want to have this mod as well, have it up, but hit tab and find out who are you going against. Primarily the destroyers and maybe even radar cruisers. Those are the biggest things that I look for. Submarines and CVs are busted. They hunt destroyers down with ease, so there's nothing you can really do about it outside of just running away. So RPF means I'm nose in right at the Jaeger. Now, what is a Jaeger? Jaeger is a torpedo destroyer with no guns, really. That's why they're trying to buff the Jaeger guns to encourage players to shoot. Now, here's the thing. I know he's going to launch torpedoes right at me, so what I'm going to do is go broadside for 1 second or two, fire a couple salvos to get his HP down as quick as possible, and then I'm going to nose in, because I know he probably launched torpedoes because he's probably going off of freaking out radar vectors or the projector, whatever, predictor reticle. He's probably going to just launch the torpedoes at that reticle in front of me and one behind me. So guess what? The avenue of approach will then be nose in. Slim profile, no broadside, and I still have 2 front turret guns. This is why it's really crucial to have destroyers with 2 front turret guns, and 4 is amazing, but 2 is in front is awesome, because now I can just wither him down and shoot him. Again, I would rather have 2 guns consistently firing or having 4 guns and potentially risking my ship. So let's take a look how this engagement goes right here. So we're just going to aim at him, shoot at him, and nose in. Look how I nose in. Look, I'm getting shot at the Suzuya right now. And there's that first set I was talking about, nose in. See how harder it is for him to hit me now? And there's that predictive one right there. See, I'm just continuously just aiming right at him. I got the front turrets just consistently firing. I know I'm taking fire from the Suzuya, but it's okay. There's no radar threat in the area, which I've analyzed already before. I'm going to also have smoke to hide my concealment. Once he's around 6,000 HP right here, and I know his concealment is roughly around 5.4. So as long as I keep him spotted within 5.4, I'm good. So I don't mind taking a little bit of damage here, but I gotta kill this Jaeger right here, right? 5.3. I get the last turrets in the back in there to shoot and kill him. So do I get him? Yep, there it is. All right, pop smoke right away. Go unconcealed, or concealed, that is. Break that detection from the Suzuya, and now I've won that engagement. So As you can see right there, that engagement was won, and even though I took a lot of damage, it was better to take that trade and take the Jaeger out of the game. So now it opens up this whole entire flank to not freak out my ships right there off the bat. So what did you learn right there? So you learned that really engaging destroyers, knowing their capabilities, knowing their weaknesses, and also analyzing the threat in the area to you. And I learned from a great rebrand Steve, he's been coaching me a lot on things, is knowing who your support is around you. I noticed that Jaeger only had Suzuya for support, no radar, Burgon's out of the picture. I have a little bit more support than they do, so having that situational awareness as a destroyer player is very, very good and proves they're a very, I would say, effective for your team in the long run. All right, so we're going to hunt down Suzuya here to open up this flank, so guess what? We've got torpedoes now. You can use this out. Now, I haven't built for the 12 range torpedoes for Kitakaze because I'm going to sell the ship eventually again to regrind the line. So why? 10 kilometers is fine for me. I don't rely on torpedoes. But notice we're shooting 6, and with the reload booster, another 6. So you get 12 right there. So very, very strong and effective. The other thing I like about the Haraguma line is the rate of fire and the AP damage is pretty darn phenomenal. And other than that, it's got the basic smoke, engine boost, and reload booster like we talked about already. So, whoops, wrong shell caliber there. We're going to switch to the HE. HE, notice the shell arch trajectories are amazing. 1,000 meter per second velocity, and we're pinning 30 mil armor plating. There's that first torpedo hit right there, 16,800. So these torpedoes are, the Japanese torpedoes are amazing once you get connect with them. And look, we're doing a little bit of shimmy shake shake here, dodging torpedoes and dodging shell shots at him. He's a tier 9 just like us, so I'm not too afraid. If it was a tier 10, probably be a little bit more scared, but you know what? It's okay. We're drawing fire, and look at that. He wasn't paying attention to the enemy threat. So again, see how we had support there? So that's something I learned from my clan player, Steve. He told me basically, hey, make sure you have a situational awareness and knowing what's in the area of the threat, and don't turn into the threat, turn away. And that really solves it right there. So the rest of this game really is just me chasing down the entire flank. Notice that it opens up once you kill the destroyer on the flank. You start spotting, you killing destroyers and everything. And then you start just mowing people one ship at a time down. And I find that works very, very well with the Haraguma line. Taking these one-on-one battles are very, very effective because, man, these guns really do matter. This thing is like the machine gun of the Japanese destroyer line. And right here, here's another demonstration of it right here. So I'll minimize the map so you can see the shots. The Burgonia, I used to like the Burgonia a lot, but I think it's been power crept. It was a ship that has that reload booster, a lot of great shots, literally great citadels, but I think it's been power crept. It hasn't really seen improvement. And really, it just melts down there. Again, the French battleships don't really have much armor to deal with. So look at this. We're just going to literally melt this guy to death with the 30 mil guns that will pen a lot of his superstructure and soft shell armor. And we're going to start a lot of fires on him. He's going to take a couple blind shots right here. And this is the power of the Japanese destroyer line. It's really just farming from smoke. And again, it's the bread and butter of it. And you can see we're just melting him down right there. Taking tons and tons of damage, and it's very therapeutic. Like I said, there's just a left click mouse button and you just aim right at that superstructure. Notice I'm putting the 16, the 14. I always use the 18 to 14 kind of range here. Put the line on the area you want to hit, and you kind of get very, very close, accurate shots. For the amount of shells you're firing there, he takes a blind shot at us, and notice he probably will connect. He does connect. Wow, he took a lot off. That's actually a ballsy but great aim on his part. He probably plays this game a lot to know the effectiveness of his blind fire shots. Let's see if we get this kill right here. Come on, baby. One more shot. One more shell. Only takes 2 or 3. And boom, there it is. And we get a bounty hunter kill. Way to go. All right, there's our next kill right there. Splash 2 on that flank. And now we're just going to run down something else. Oh, here's the smoke. Okay, here's another great technique and tactic against another destroyer. Again, I analyze the battlefield. I see that the Shimakaze is the only player left that could do smoke, and he's the only destroyer left. So guess what? We hate Shimakaze players. We're going to use torpedoes against him, but we also have the ability to rush him. I know that his guns traverse very slowly. I also know my guns out DPM him, and I have a high reload. And of course, we're within his concealment range right here, just knowing basic ideas here. If you look at my top right, he's got 5.6 concealment. Notice he's inside my 6.1 ring, definitely well within it, and I use that smoke indicator right here. I can see that he's right there. So I know where he's firing at, where his concealment. Ooh, we get a nice torpedo hit, so I know he's got less HP, and I'm pretty much going to just annihilate him by rushing him. He probably has no idea where I'm at because he doesn't have RPF, because I'm not located right now, and I'm just going to drive straight at him right here and just wait for him to be detected. All guns are aiming at the RPF indication. See, and notice that's why it's great to have RPF, so you can have all your guns pre-aimed in the correct location, and boom, he goes down. Splash 3, another bounty hunter kill right there. Not while he takes the full broadside of the Delaware. and we lose a battleship. Not a very good trade right there, but I did my best to try to kill that guy, and we're taking another shot right there, and we killed the Shapayev. Yeah, that was a quick shot. It was pretty easy. Didn't really have to look at it. Let's see if we can get a crack in here in this game, shooting down the Shikoku. All right, there it is. Notice that the AP against broadside carriers and ships is very, very amazing. So we switch to AP and take a look at what the AP can do. Yeah, HE is great, but look at that, 3,300 damage, 2,800 on the AP alone. So AP is great. Again, I'm the only one shooting at this guy at the moment, but that's why I got to melt 30,000 HP. But man, this right here is therapeutic. I would say it's awesome shooting a carrier because we hate carriers. We used to like them, but you know what? They're OP, broken in a surface warfare ship game. He actually, hits the grounds, the side of that island right there, but it's okay. Hopefully we get the Kraken. Only a few more shots right here. Come on, baby. Get the Kraken. Almost there. Oh, the carrier gets the kill. Oh, man, way to go, carrier. But why couldn't you just give me that kill? That was crazy. But 152,000 damage, 3 bounty kills. They did a great job in just overwhelming the northern flank and taking them over. But, man, Kitakaze is super darn powerful. What do you think about that game? Let's take a look at the next game and see how it goes. Again, if you do destroyer things, you're number 1 in the team of 2,000 base XP plus there. And we're doing some great work here. Let's take a look at the next game and see how that one goes, and hopefully we get a Kraken. All right, here's the next game here. And as you can see, a good destroyer player will always analyze the battlefield first to take the appropriate action. And we got the carrier up there. We got a submarine there. So 2 bad things right off the bat. And where is the radar? There is no radar, but we do have a lot of gunboat DDs and torpedo DDs as well. So let's get right to it. The Kitakaze line, let's take a look, analyze. Let's see here, I'm just getting my bearings here. We're going to go to the west side and support the Daring. I always pick a destroyer and just support them when what they're doing right there. Notice the AA is trash against Malta, so really nothing you can do. But yeah, but this game is really interesting because I got to see the full display of really traversing the entire map and surviving against multiple carrier attacks against DD, especially against the Malta, which is definitely overpowered carrier. Right off the bat, so again, what am I doing? I've noticed that I really don't have to rush into my death to win the games. I've just kind of lingered outside of the cap, let them have it, and start farming down, picking that 1v1 versus fight. Again, I find that tactic works very, very well. I mean, what doesn't, right? What do you think is better, getting shot out by 4 people or shot out by 1? And especially with the engine boost ability, the smoke, you definitely have a lot of tools to work with. So you can throttle juke, get out of the range of threats. It's really just your ability to kind of traverse and manipulate the battlefield to your advantage. And the thing I like about the Haragumo and the Kitakaze line is that it gives you so much firepower because, yeah, I can do it. If I can dodge shells and shoot, as long as I have the firepower to back it up, then, I mean, dodging and juking doesn't do anything if you can't kill the ship in front of you. So that's why I like the Kitakaze. You're going to see full display here. Like kind of a GK around 3/4 health here. And just notice, even at a tier 9, you really can do some significant damage. Because why? Ships still burn. Superstructures are still about 19 mil plating, so you really can devastate a lot of ships just by sitting here holding left mouse button and just doing the old-fashioned. This is what made World of Warships fun for me, was hold the left down mouse button and just see what you can do and kind of just spray and pray and just kind of mow down an entire battleship right here. We got the preemptive torpedoes right there. I launched one in front of them, one behind, and we get one lucky torpedo hit right there, which does significant damage and maybe even flooding. I think he is... No, he's not. He damage con. So that's great. Now that we know that he hit the damage con button, which you can see his lights are flashing there. So once that goes away, the next fire is going to stick. So why? Just keep that mouse button low down. Now, the other thing you have to think about, he has hydro, right? 6-kilometer hydro threat. So you got to make sure that, hey, you got to get out of the way. Otherwise, he'll perma-spot you. And that's why I'm kind of quarter speed creeping out of my smoke, making sure I'm not within 6 kilometers of his hydro. And I'm just waiting here, see where he's doing. He's turning away, and we are vectoring away as well. So that means his hydra will never reach us. And I've got that also displayed on the mini-map right there. That ring is a 6-kilometer hydra ring. It tells me a lot. And boom, he goes down. We get that nice kill, fire kill right there, splash 1. First of many kills right now. So let's go ahead and turn this ship around and head towards the next threat, which is Kearsarge. He'll be our next 1 versus 1 threat. Again, noticing I'm not rushing to my death right away. We've got some help here. I've had help from my submarine. And, of course, the Yamato way in the back there. And Hanover and Kremlin are slowly coming forward. So we'll go ahead and try to shoot this Kearsarge and maybe try to burn him down and get him out of the game. And they way to go, Kremlin. See, we had help. So Kremlin helped us out there. The Kearsarge obviously did not have any help. So that means, again, remember what I told you the previous game, making sure you have situational awareness of your friendlies is good to know, as well as knowing where the enemy is at, because you need to have backup in case you run into trouble, right? So I got the threat in front of me right there. That's probably the Minagumo. Seal will probably help me spot not well after I do my destroyer job of capping. Notice we have to do several roles in the game. That's why I like destroyer gameplay so much, because why? You're doing a lot all in one game, and it's really, I would say you get a lot of bang for your buck for playing the game. I don't like sitting in the back being a battleship anymore. It's just the game is too slow. So as a destroyer player, you're getting a lot more action going on, right? More bang for your buck. So I've got RPF in front of me. I've already capped the spot, capped the cap. I'm now going out and spotting ships for my players to shoot at. I'm going to go hunt down the destroyer to help my team. I'm also going to start there spotting destroyers as well, spotting torpedoes as well as screening for torpedoes and a destroyer as well. So we're pushing this destroyer out of the cap. Now here's the threat here. He outspots me by 5.4, so I'm 6.1. So he outspots me by about 7, right? So I have to basically drive at him. I hit engine boost going on. He probably outspeeds me as well. But notice we caught him in the open here, and he's going to have to pop his smoke. So let's see if we can use the front turrets like I told you about. Maintain that slim profile. So when he launches his torpedoes, you're ready to react. That's a good destroyer player right there. So here we go. So now he has nobody spotting for me. That's why I'm shooting. He goes in his smoke. Now no one's spotting for him. So I can basically sneak around. Notice I'm literally aiming for that inside torpedo threat, and man, scratch the paint on that one. And that's why it's so important to make sure that you are slim profile into the torpedo threat that you have. Now I got the RPF in front of me. He's going left, he's going right, so I'm kind of gonna take a guess. He's going to the right, so I'm gonna basically hug the outside of this smoke, and I've got my smoke ready. So knowing that I have a smoke ready to go, remember, going undetected helps you out so drastically right here, because I might need to go stealth mode so that I can mitigate the damage coming from me. He's going to have 3 ships. I have no support. This is a bad roll right here. I have no support, so I'm pretty much taking the fight to the enemy here. So I've got shots. I'm going to take a chance that the Los Andes is not going to be able to shoot me in time before I kill this guy. So I get the guns. Yep, there it is. Pop smoke right away. Go undetected. Notice I was quarter speed right there, because that way, as soon as I kill the Minagumo, I can pop smoke and go immediately undetected at quarter speed. Quarter speed and less really helps you go undetected immediately. Anything above quarter speed, you cannot go undetected. So knowing that little gimmick right there, or that little mechanic of World of Warships, will definitely save you a lot in the long run. All right, we're going to see if we can burn down the Los Andes. He has no hydro. He has no threat. So really, I'm just going to have to sit here and make sure I can kill this guy, 40 HP. And he's getting shot at broadside from my buddies. So again, I have backup here, so I'm going to launch a torpedo spread in front of him and right at him. So let's see if this will play off here. He's 26k health. He's also burning now. He burns very well, by the way. So I notice if I can start as many fires as I can, it'll help me out in the long run. And here we go. Here's the power of the Hiragumo Kitakaze line, just non-stop machine gunning down a guy. Let's see if we can get him down again. Hopefully he fires one more time so he goes spotted. Oh, we get a nice torpedo hit right there. That was crucial. That's why the power of the torpedo threat is very, very good. And there he goes. Goes down, splash 3. And now it's time to take out the entire flank. Look, notice we killed the destroyer, we killed the battleship, and now we're going to take on Satsuma. And that Satsuma can't do really much here, and this is just free farming damage right here. We'll minimize the mini map for you to see and enjoy the state of World of Warships for battleships. Just getting melted down. He goes undetected. That's okay. I have about 27 seconds of smoke left, so that's all right. We're going to continuously fire on the superstructure. I knew he was going to fire. Most battleship players are impatient, and they want to fire and do something. So by then, he'll probably go detected again. And he's also being spotted by Los Andes. Ooh, he takes a nice full broadside right there. Hopefully we get this kill. We get Witherer right there because we are burning down everything. I got to aim a little bit higher to get that superstructure damage, because right now it's not pinning much for me right now. So there we go. There you go. Now we start the fires, and we're getting a little nice damage on the superstructure. 396 at a time. It's all right. It's still damage. We are now detected, so we get Fearless Brawler going. We're increasing our reload, and boom, there we get the kill. Bounty Hunter again. Hunter Bounty and Dangerous Bounty activated. That means we're hunting down the guys that have been designated as the bounty hunters. So let's take a look at how we're going to solve this aircraft carrier threat. Notice I keep the AA off until the very last minute. And once I go detected, he probably can't get a drop in that soon. So we're going to go ahead and fire on him, let him fly right by. All right, he's going to do his thing. We're going to go undetected again. I don't need to risk losing my ship. So we'll do destroyer things where we just cap Charlie, and we were about to lose this game, you notice, and just doing simplistic destroyer things, you can really create a great comeback. And this team literally was able to just throw the game. As Satsuma was saying there, yeah, they lost everybody on their flanks and lost to everything, and now they are losing. So yeah, you can do a comeback just by being a slow, stealthy, and methodical destroyer player, and that allows you to, I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter who caps first. It doesn't matter who caps and holds the points at the very end. That's how you win games. Like I said, I didn't cap any of the caps first. I just waited for those opportunities that open up so you can really seize the battle and win the game at the end of the day. I'm going to open up on this Malta right here because I want to get the Kraken. So that there, look at that, 2,200 damage just on AP front guns alone. And now we're going to open up our AA to make sure that we kind of throw off the Malta shots. And at this point, I really don't care. I'm just going to hold down left mouse button and just take the threat as after I launch just the insurance program right there of torpedoes in case I get a lucky torpedo hit, and maybe that'll get our Kraken right here. So we'll go ahead and lower that down. And let's see if we can get this Kraken here. 16,000 AP damage is doing great work right here. Come on, baby. We're doing some damage. Come on, baby. Just another couple hits right there. Come on. Let me get this Kraken. Almost there. And yes, we got it right before that shot from the battleship Kraken. 5 kills, 207,000 damage, ladies and gentlemen. And what a game in the Kitakaze, bringing it back for the team win victory right there. So absolutely, this ship is powerful. Notice we're getting awesome damage here. What is this? Hunter bounty. Destroy an enemy ship designated as bounty. Yep, we got about 2 of them. And we destroyed 4 enemy ships in a single battle while playing as a bounty. Wow, we did a lot of work right there. And let's see how we did in the team. And yeah, base XP 2,300, number 1 in the team again. And we did 62,000 fires. My gosh. Torpedo damage and a lot of HE damage right there. 27,000 shooting airplanes, man. Look at that. Potential damage, almost annoying. 1 million potential is annoying, and we did spot, and we did everything we were supposed to do, capping points, spotting, killing, everything. So really, really awesome. 91,000 damage on the GK right there. But as always, the build is at the end of the video. If you guys like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, button below. Clan battles going on. Hope you guys see you out there. Make sure you say hello to me as always. And if you have anything to say or anything to add, definitely share it in the comments below. And like, subscribe, button below. As always, thanks guys for supporting the video. Until then, make sure you say hi to me when you see me out there. And we'll take another video in the next few days. Cheers. Be safe.